So one thing I do recognize right away as I put together a bunch of little videos, I guess, is the names on these stones are all the streets, all the bakeries, all the expressways, all the schools in the city are named after these people. These are the people that built the industry. These are the people that built this city. And there's mayors here and older people, all kinds of stuff. We'll get into it as soon as I find Inez. And there she is. That was such a fun ride. We're going to do more. I'm going to get up to the grave. We got something to do on this very special February 1st, 2024. The middle of winter and the first time we haven't had a cloud in the sky. I'm going to pause it. I'm going to park it. And we're going to go talk to Inez. Hey guys, it's Ona, your energy customer service from Chicago. Today is February 1st, 2024. I've been taking a bunch of little videos. I'm not sure how this is all going to come together, but I got some hints to come here today on the center day, the middle day between winter and spring. It is Imbolc, or Bridget's Day, and we celebrate it by honoring Goddess Bridget. We put crosses on the door. We say prayers to the water, to the earth, so that we have an abundant spring season, which is going to start to occur right around midnight-ish, right? I got this thing in my head last night. I said, what is Graceland Cemetery have to do with any of this? I didn't write it down, but I said to myself, if I remember in the morning, I will go there. Because I don't remember a lot of stuff before I fall asleep. I have to write it down most of the time. And then she came to me. This is Graceland Cemetery. Graceland Cemetery is one of the oldest cemeteries in Chicago. It was opened in 1860, and it is the site of many, many tours. There are many people buried here who definitely built the industry of Chicago. And then, of course, with a cemetery that is that old, you have stories about the cemetery. And this is one of them. And this is Inez. She is a little girl who, as the story goes, was struck by lightning after her parents scolded her and she was put out of the house. Somewhere around here. I'm thinking Clark Street, right? She was struck by lightning and died. And her parents erected this massive statue in her honor because they couldn't let her go, right? They wanted her to always be available to them, and carved out this statue. And after, and there's her little name, see on the site there, after years and years, there's legends and stories that when there is a storm, she got struck by lightning. When there's a storm, the statue disappears. And then when the storm is over, she shows up. That may be. And there's stories about the keepers of the site that say they've been looking for the statue and they couldn't find it, and the next morning the statue is there. These are urban legends, but it's also kind of neat because it's just a little bit of history. And people come here and look at, they leave little offerings and stuff. And I thought, why am I here today on this midpoint, Bridget's, Goddess Bridget's celebration day at this site? So I'm still trying to figure it out. I have cards with me, but I can't do everything here. I might go home and pull some cards and see what's going on. But I did make this Bridget's cross a couple days ago that I was going to hang over my door. It occurred to me to bring it here and leave it here. So whoever comes here maybe will feel protected, and maybe just to protect the legend of Inez. And I totally, as I'm like planning to come here, I don't live far from here. Very flowery. She was just very flowery. Either she liked flowers. I don't see her with any flowers there. I sprayed on a bunch of Chanel. So that's all I'm kind of picking up on, because, you know, you come to a cemetery for peace, and I'll tell you what, it's a little chatty. It's a little chatty, and it's really interesting. We'll see what else I could piece together. This is a fascinating place with some really interesting story behind it. So I'm sure I will post a link and put this together somehow. But thank you, Inez, and enjoy the protection. Pretty cool. This is another urban legend of this person, Ludvig Wolff, who was afraid to be buried alive. So he had a ventilation system installed in his grave. You see that green copper ventilation system, just in case he was buried alive. And the legend has it that at night, and the people who live over there might know, that he walks to the end of the footbridge here. And we don't have Ludvig over by the bridge. But there was a crazy bird. Check it out. I think it's a falcon. Look at it, going fishing. I think it's a falcon, it's going fishing. Hey, Ludvig. Check it out. So, yeah, he didn't show up, but his bird friend did. So, thank you for what you did. I'm not sure. I'm sure it had something to build a city into what it is right now. So this is the pond at the end of Ludvig's grave site. And a pretty falcon going fishing. That's really cool. I kind of prefer that to the spirit of the young man, honestly. I hope you enjoyed this brief tour of Graceland Cemetery. We will be back. I will be back. I'm not bringing the dog. I'll show you the coyotes, okay? I saw them sitting in the grass. I'll be back. Awesome. Love you guys so much. Happy in bulk. Hey, coyote, Odie, Odie.